I'm going to keep this one brief. Silent Hill Shattered Memories comes last in my top 5 list. It's a great game. I love the gameplay features, but there's just a couple of problems with the dog that put it into last place on my top 5. But I definitely recommend, if you're not used to playing survival horror games and you're a beginner, I definitely recommend this game because it's pretty easy. And so I've just kept this brief. Great game, but just not as good as the others. Yeah.
Car stuck in the snow?
We were in a car accident. When I came to, she was gone.
Now, why do I think Silent Hill 3 comes at number 4, and you're probably thinking, this guy's nuts, you know, but I personally think it's a good game, but it's just not as good as the others I put on my list. I definitely think, though, it's a great game. It's a great sequel to the first game, and great story, it's great characters, but I just don't think it's as good as the ones on my top list. But definitely highly recommend you should go and buy this. Definitely. Silent Hill 1. Why does it come number 3 on my list over Silent Hill 3 and Shattered Memories? Well, this game was the first ever Silent Hill game I played. I played it when I was about 6 or 7, I think, and I played the demo of it, and it scared the crap out of me. I only just recently got into Silent Hill last year. I just recently bought this game off eBay along with Silent Hill 2, and I absolutely enjoy it. It's a great game. Definitely recommend it for anyone who wants to see how survival horror games came to be, along with Resident Evil. So, definitely recommend it. Enjoy. I really think you'll enjoy it. Now, why do I personally put Silent Hill 2 at number 2 on my list? You're probably thinking it should go to number 1, but I think it's good. I think it's a great game. This is one of the best games I've ever played. It's great story, great combat, great storytelling. I really recommend you buy this game. It's a benchmark for all other great survival horror games. I personally think it's fantastic, but I just don't find it as good as the game I have at number 1. I still think though it is one of the greatest games I've ever played. You can definitely connect with the character, so that's why I think SH2 is number 2. Now, why do I think Silent Hill 4 is the best Silent Hill game ever? Well, it's probably the greatest game I've ever played. It's the greatest Silent Hill I've ever played. Great story, great combat. There's only one flaw to it, and that's the inventory system. That's the only problem I have with the game. But the other things is just fantastic. It is scary. It will definitely have you on the edge of your seat. Definitely not one for the faint-hearted, but definitely worth a grind. It's a great game. Oh yeah, I just thought of another flaw. The only other flaw, there's only 3 flaws I have with this game. Number 1, the inventory system, as I just said. The second one, you have to do an escort mission. The escort mission with Eileen, Galvin, your neighbor. I shouldn't reveal too much. And annoying thing is, once you played halfway through the game, you get to play through it again. But anyway, it's a great game. Definitely recommend you should buy it. Definitely. So I thought I'd say why Silent Hill Homecoming and Origins didn't make it in my list. So it's going to be an honourable mentions. I was going to be quick with this. Silent Hill Origins didn't make it because I thought it was a good game, but didn't really follow the plot of the first game as it should. It's got a lot of flaws in it that kind of keep it. But as a PSP title, it's got pretty good graphics and it's a good game. I'd definitely buy it on the PS2 if you can. Homecoming, it's definitely better than Silent Hill Origins, but Homecoming, in my opinion, just has these really huge problems, like the difficulty problem. I mean, it gets way too hard. Like, say you're fighting the nurse at the start, and then you meet her again later in the game, and she gets really hard. It's a really hard game. The difficulty curve is absolutely annoying. And I'm running around most of the time. I can't figure out what I'm supposed to do. So I think it's a really confusing game, but still not a bad game, but wouldn't recommend it to a beginner. Just thought I'd do that now.